Hey everybody, welcome to a what I'm bringing with me to Japan video. Top 10 things I'm bringing with me to Japan, what I'm going to be carrying around, what I'm packing. I'm not sure what to call this video, but it'll have some awesome name and I'll put it right here. Now this is going to be the stuff I'm probably going to be carrying with me every day. It's not everything we're packing for Japan, obviously. You don't want to see us packing our clothes, it's boring. This is just the kind of more techie stuff and little doodads that I find are very useful for Japan. Now, number one, you're obviously going to need to pack your passport. Now, I like to keep it in one of these plastic zippy bags because you never know. If something gets spilled, you don't want your passport getting ruined. So I'll keep mine and Anna's passport in one of these at all times. The next item is something I just picked up. It is a new pair of Ray-Bans. Now, I saw these at, I believe it was Lens Crafters or something when Anna was getting her prescription done. And look at these. These are a new kind of Ray-Ban. I'm not sure if you can see how thin they are. They're called the Wayfarer Light Force. Did I just get like 50% cooler or what? I should do all videos like this. Okay, these are really nice and light. They're polarized, which is nice for driving, which is why I also got them. Because I do have some polarized Ray-Bans, but they were scratched. So these are going to be awesome for my trip. They're super light, like I said, so they're not going to be really, really nice to wear every day in Japan. Now watch, it's going to be cloudy the whole time, and I won't need them. But very nice, super light. Look how thin they are. Do you see that? You always want to bring a sunglasses case. What I normally do is I don't wear my contacts when I travel. I'll wear my glasses. I'll bring one case and swap out my glasses and my sunglasses. Also too, when you're traveling around the city, you're gonna have like stuff in your bags and stuff like that. So if you're not wearing your sunglasses, you wanna keep them in a case so they don't get wrecked. Unless you buy cheap sunglasses, then who cares? Now the next thing I'm bringing are these headphones. Now these are my Sony headphones. They have nice little pads. I've had them for a while now. I'm not even sure if you can still get them. But they have noise canceling, which is nice. It doesn't cut everything out, but it really cuts out the plane noise. So I'll be having these. And I also bring along a pair of your regular Apple earbuds. It's good to have a pair of these so you can continue listening to whatever it is when your ears start to feel a little like smushed. So now, of course, I'm bringing my iPhone. I like to listen to music and I like to listen to books on the plane, obviously with my headphones. Now, I want to give a shout out to our friends at audible.com. They are once again supporting our channel. You know, audiobooks are a great thing to listen to on a plane, especially on a long trip to Japan. That is a almost 12-hour flight. So it is an awesome thing to listen to if you can listen end to end and almost the whole book, or maybe even maybe half a book, depending on how long it is, I guess, right? For our audience members, Audible is offering a free audiobook to try out their service. Now, I picked a book and I am reading, hold on guys, I'm gonna read this. Colorless, Tsukuru Tazaki and His Years of Pilgrimage by Haruki Murakami. I'm sorry if I did not pronounce that properly, I tried my best. It is a really interesting book. It's about a group of 5 friends, and then one of the friends gets ostracized from the group, and he never finds out for like almost 20 years. And then he starts finding out why when a girlfriend he has starts, you know, wanting to find out about his life and finds out about these friends and how he lost them. And it's just really interesting. It's kind of like an onion where you peel back the layers. That's kind of like how the book is. It's really good. Almost done. So I'm obviously not gonna ruin it for you guys, but I don't know how it ends either. So I'm excited to find out when we fly over to Japan. That is gonna be cool. And it's just cool having an audiobook that's about Japan while we're going to Japan. Because a lot of the places they mention in the book, I remember, and I'm excited to maybe see them again in a new light. And to download this audiobook for free, please go to audible.com/AnnaLeeandJesse. That's audible.com/AnnaLeeandJesse, or click the link in the info box, which is much easier to do. So try that out if you guys are interested. Now, what I was just talking about using the iPhone in Japan, you're gonna wanna get one of these. This will save your life. It is a pocket Wi-Fi. It's available from a few different services. We've tried 2 of them, I think, and they both worked out fine. We've rented them 4 times now, We've been in Japan, never had a problem, and it works. It gives you the internet on all your devices. So if there's 2 of you that have phones, or 3 of you that have phones, or 2 phones and a laptop, you're set. You can use this device to connect everything, and then it talks to the internet for you. So it's just like clicking a Wi-Fi access point, but you bring it with you all the time. So if you're in the middle of nowhere and you don't know where you are and you need to get back to your hotel, you can use Google Maps or all that stuff to do it. So that is a lifesaver. And that means you can also post to Instagram, keep up on your emails and all that stuff. It's the #1 thing I tell people to get when they go to Japan is this pocket Wi-Fi. Batteries. Now these are 3 different kinds of batteries that I have. This one has a standard USB port on it. This one is just for mini USB, which is this. So that's going to charge the pocket Wi-Fi that I'm getting. It also will charge my camera, which I'll show you in a second. Then here's another one that has dual USB ports. Now you're probably wondering why I'm bringing so many. Well, #1, I have a lot of devices to charge, and #2, it's good to have a backup. So having those batteries will be a lifesaver when you're in and out of subways, so your phone is like searching and the Wi-Fi is searching. It's using a lot of battery power. You're going to want to keep yourself safely charged so you don't get lost if you're going very far away. If you're venturing off track and you're using your phone for navigation, without those batteries, you can get yourself into some serious trouble. And not only that, you can charge your camera as well, unless you're talking about a DSLR, but that's a whole different beast. We're not bringing one of those. Now, it's good to have an extra battery for your camera if you can't quickly charge your batteries with the battery backups I just mentioned. It's a quickie so you don't miss anything. So that is important too. I would bring an extra battery for your primary camera. Next, for the camera, I'm going to suggest bringing, obviously, you need memory. Now you're going to want to bring 2 of each memory card just in case you do lose it. This is a Samsung 64 gigabyte SD card. This is going to hold a ton of stuff. Now this and a backup card should keep you going unless you shoot a lot of stuff. But this is an amazing card and they've really come down in price recently, so there's no reason not to have a 64 gigabyte or even bigger card. And then this little guy right here, super tiny, that goes in my GoPro. This is a micro SD card, also 64 gigabytes, and easy to lose, so be careful with these little buggers. To charge all those things, you're going to need, obviously, your regular standard iPhone charger, which is great because it does USB. You'll need the proper cables to charge all that stuff. I'll show you those in a second. That's kind of boring. You obviously know you have to bring cables, but I'm going to bring about 3 or 4 of these just in case. And now in Japan, they have only a 2-prong outlets. So you need one of these, which is a converter for Japanese stuff. So that takes a 3-prong American and converts it to a 2-prong Japanese. The only thing I'm using this for is going to be my laptop charger cable. Pretty much everything else is 2-prong, and you can plug the regular Apple thingy right into the wall. Almost all your modern electronics that are 2-prong can go straight into a Japanese outlet. So most. Now don't take my word on it and plug in grandma's antique something or other, and then when it blows up you're like, Jesse, you're stupid. You got to check the voltages and the watts and stuff like that. But in general, anything modern like this has kind of like circuits inside of it that make sure it doesn't fry what's ever plugged into it. What else we got here? Hand sanitizer, obvious. When you're out and about, you're eating something, you get something on your hands. That's an easy one. You should always have this when you travel. Notebook. Obviously, this is very dead simple. Just if you need to make notes while you're walking around. Remember where you're gone to, keep track of expenses, all that stuff. Having a clean, fresh notebook is good. And obviously a pen. No real explanation needed for that. Lens cleaning wipe. If you have camera equipment or if you have glasses, these are great to have. These are by Zeiss. I bought a giant box of them on Amazon for pretty cheap, and I don't seem to ever be running out of them. So I use these to clean the front of my lenses when necessary, and I use them all the time to clean my sunglasses and regular glasses. These are great to have. They're individually wrapped. I know not very environmentally friendly, but when you're out and about away from home, these are awesome to have. Okay, next, mini tripod. This one's by Manfrotto. Can't speak highly enough for it. It's a very well made. The ball head on the top here, it's very sturdy. So when you have like a decently weighted camera like mine, it's not gonna tip over and this is not gonna drag. Now I also don't seem to have it with me here because I think it's in the car. One of these. Yes, a selfie stick. I gave into the selfie stick a couple months ago and I have to say I really like it. It's amazing for filming yourself. Take some cool pictures from a very high angle. The uses are endless. Now mine is a little more heavy duty because the camera I'm using it for is a bit heavier. You can just get the selfie stick that is rated for the weight of your camera. Now talking cameras, I'm bringing 2 cameras this trip. We have the GoPro Hero 4 Black. Ooh. I'm excited to do a little bit of like 1080, like 120 frames per second footage. That's gonna be amazing. Now this bad boy does insanely large frame sizes, like 4K, 5K. I'm not gonna be doing that just because I don't wanna have the video files to deal with. On the side, you can charge it. I'm only bringing 1 battery and then I will be charging it with one of these. So I will plug in, charge it when necessary. And that's why these things are great. Now I am gonna bring our main vlogging camera, which you guys know is our Sony RX100 Mark III. It has the flippy uppy screen, which is great. It also has a binder, so I can take pictures. This is a great little travel camera as well. Not just talking about vlogging. The quality of the pictures out of this camera are amazing. It's sturdy, it's metal, it's heavy. It's just a great little travel camera. So I'm excited to take some more pictures in Japan. I love this camera. Canon also has I think it's the GX7. You might probably have seen a lot of YouTubers have it as well. It's a very similar camera. It's a little bit lighter and it's $100 cheaper. I think it has a lot less video capability though. This camera can do a lot more on the high-end video end. So if you're looking to do a little bit more fancy video work, this would be the one to get over the Canon, but the Canon is nice. It's a lot lighter than this. So what else we got? Entertainment wise, I'm bringing my 3DS. These are fun to have in Japan because everybody in Japan has one. So when you're walking down the street, you get the notifications because these have a little like Wi-Fi near communication. So you get like people popping up on you. If you're nerdy and super nerdy, you know what it means to have people near you when you both have one of these. It does some fun stuff. So mine's the gold Zelda edition. Nice, right? And it's just fun to play on the train. You know, everybody in Japan is like quiet on the train, you know. All right, now this is probably the biggest thing I'll carry around all day. If I bring it at all, it will be Anna's MacBook Air. Now I'm not bringing my MacBook Pro because I find it's too heavy to travel with, especially for leisure. If I was traveling for work, obviously I'd bring it, but Anna's MacBook Air, tiny, light, and nice to bring. Long battery life. It's not super fast when it comes to rendering video, but it's okay for editing video. I brought this last time and edited some videos. This is a really nice case too. It's like a sleeve. If you guys are looking for one of these, you can get it at the Apple Store, I believe, or Amazon, obviously. That is everything that I would bring around with me in Japan on a normal day. I don't know if that seems like a lot. Oh wait, you know what? I forgot. We also are gonna have cables. Now we're gonna have the, there's a whole mess of them. There's a regular USB cable, small USB cable for the GoPro. We have the MacBook charger. We have a USB 3 cable for my hard drive. Did I show the hard drive? Oh, I didn't. I'm gonna be bringing this hard drive. It is a G drive. It's USB 3, so obviously you need the cable. Just in case, backing up video, backing up pictures. Obviously I'm bringing iPhone chargers, or iPhone charge cables. I'm probably gonna bring about 4 of these. I'm gonna keep all my cables in this handy bag that Anna got me. So that's iPhone cable, USB cable, different USB cable, wrong one. Another different USB cable. This is the micro USB, which charges my batteries that I have, and it charges my Sony camera. So I have to bring 8 million cables. I'm probably gonna bring 2 to 4 of each of those cables just in case. Now that is everything I would bring around with me while I'm in Japan, except for the laptop. I'm not gonna bring that everywhere all the time, probably just when I know I have some time to kill and I want to do some work or emails or anything like that. Now that's a pretty good amount of stuff. I've carried it before in a kind of like sling bag or a laptop bag, but the last time I brought one of my smaller photography bags, this is a Kata bag. Well, here, I'll show you a picture of it right here. It's very low profile and the weight is all at the bottom. It's nice and padded and it's very comfortable to wear. So when you're also on the subway, it doesn't stick out too far like a normal backpack, especially at the top. So I find this is overkill for bringing the amount of stuff that I have, because really if you wrap up this stuff up, it's too big of a bag for it, but it's comfortable. So, and then as you're going along through the day, you have room to put stuff in. So I find that to be an excellent bag. And it doesn't look like a camera bag at all. It looks like a regular backpack. I think that's about it. I'm really excited for this trip to Japan. I think I got my packing down right. If there's anything else you guys would bring, let me know. I think this is a pretty good like setup for when you're going to Japan. Now, when we're in Japan, I think I'll do one more video about how to get around in Japan, which is a completely different story. So a lot of people ask us in our vlogs how we get around when we're there, because it seems like we do go to a lot of different places, which is true. So I'll explain how I do it when we're in Japan. So keep an eye out for that video, guys. And I hope you like this one. If you do like it, subscribe, like, comment. We love all that stuff. And I'll see you soon. Bye.